Firstly, thanks for the opportunity to be part of this conversation today. I think it's a really important one. Really wanted to focus on three things. First, just the importance of collaboration. Second, the importance of continuing to invest in innovation. And third, is the importance of technology and the technology investment in terms of Canada's competitiveness in the global stage. So let's start with collaboration. Canada's Ocean Supercluster is one of 5 superclusters across Canada. It's focused on economic growth, and in particular for us, growth in the ocean economy. And we have members across sectors. So we have fisheries, aquaculture, offshore oil and gas, shipping, marine renewables, bioresources, defense. And what we found is, while in the past, those sectors have really worked within the sector to solve the challenges that they're facing, there's actually a lot of commonality across sectors. And so we, as the Ocean Supercluster, focus on 4 big shared challenges. And that's cost and risk. How do we reduce the cost and risk of doing business in the ocean, which is a very challenging environment? How do we increase our connection across the country? And so one of our very early projects was actually our ocean asset map. And so that sits on our website with several partners, put that together, and that is really a directory of a number of ocean entities across the country. Capability and capacity, and so while that conversation probably looks a little bit different than it did a few months ago, still incredibly important. One of the ongoing challenges for our ocean companies is getting talent, trying to define the workforce of the future, and trying to be as inclusive and diverse as possible. And finally, reach. So how do we attract new investment into the country, as well as being able to identify new markets for our members? And so the Supercluster really works to get government, academia, entrepreneurs, investors, large and small entities all working together with that common vision of growing the ocean economy and building solutions that are relevant to more than one sector that can scale really quickly globally. And so we've been very excited so far to see companies coming together across sectors that have never worked together before, small and large coming together, and really developing project ideas not just for the Supercluster, but also for outside of the Supercluster, which is even more exciting because that is how we'll grow our ocean economy. So then you look at investing in innovation, which is what we're trying to encourage. We're trying to encourage investment in innovation. And this is a challenging time when you look at the impacts of COVID. And so innovation and R&D can be very easily considered a discretionary cost when you're trying to reduce costs. And I would argue this is an even more important time to invest in innovation, to really think about what this virtual world that we're living in means for your business model, for your product, and also I think very exciting for your workforce. Because I think we've proven that we can do a number of things working from home, and that may give you access to resources that you may otherwise not have worked with, thinking that you needed to move them to your location. So I think that's incredibly exciting for our companies, for the region, and for the country. And finally, investing in technology. So I'm a huge technology fan, and we've seen some pretty adverse impacts of COVID on our ocean sectors. So whether that's offshore oil and gas, whether that is the delays in the fishery, reduced demand, the impacts on marine transportation and supply chain. And so while we can't really predict exactly what the future will look like, we really felt that for building our ocean resilience, we needed to think a little bit differently, and we needed to further accelerate investments in digital transformation. And so a few weeks ago, we launched a call for proposals, our Accelerated Ocean Solutions program, really looking for smaller scale, shorter projects that invested very specifically in 3 call theme areas: remote operations, digital solutions, and environmental technologies. So you can see a real technology trend. And so we're really hoping that these investments will encourage ongoing investment in innovation and encourage investment in technology solutions that, again, position Canada to be globally competitive. So with that, collaboration is an easy word to say. It is a hard thing to do. And yet we've seen where it's coming together across the country that amazing things can happen, and we're starting to see them here. It's incredibly important in this time to continue to invest in innovation, while it might be the natural thing to reduce that investment, because I think there's incredible opportunities that can come out of the challenges that we're facing. And finally, if one thing that has come out of COVID is that digital transformation is incredibly important, and we need to continue down that journey for our future competitiveness for the region and for the country. Thank you.